always start off with a bounce. You just start with a bounce, and then you see.
I'm part of the baddest game, most successful game in the world. I went to Portugal this year, and the young tour guide goes, "It's Doris Burke from 2K." It wasn't Doris Burke.
Yeah, we've got, well, you better believe it, outstanding, David. Thank you. Let's now take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Young.
Defensively, he's really stepped it up over the past few months. You can see the jump in his steal numbers, and it hasn't been by accident. He's put in a ton of effort at the defensive end, and boy, is it paying off.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. And it's Carter in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Pacers, Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Victor Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Holiday in at the 2. And he comes up with the deuce. And the Oladipo injury last year, many teams would have folded in losing an all-star like that, but head coach Nate McMillan refused to wave the white flag. Got his team together. They played a little bit differently, and they survived.
They did, and I think the biggest reason they survived is they're in the Eastern Conference. And it's a lot easier to survive when you're in the same conference where Orlando goes like 22 and 11 to end the season.
Yes.
I was impressed by the fight they had, and you really saw in the playoffs like how little talent they had. You know, they were kind of hanging around those first couple Celtic games. And then you have like Wesley Matthews taking the game-deciding shot. You know, they really were scrappy, and they definitely overachieved for. To lose your best player when you have no other all-star on the team and still make the playoffs to do what they did, I thought was impressive.
Shows you how impressive it can be to have a player like Oladipo who plays both ends very well.
Right.
But the importance of an all-star on that team is
yes.
You can't make the postseason without him.
And actually weirdly good for him to get a taste of not being there. And sometimes guys come back from that, and they're at even a higher level.
Bill, you host your own podcast. I've listened to it. I subscribe to it.
Thank you.
I love it. What do you make of so many NBA players now doing the same thing?
And we have a couple of them. At the Ringer, we have J.J. Redick, and we have Vince Carter and Ken Bazemore. The ones that are good at it take it seriously. It can't be one of those things where, you know, a player says, you know what, I want a podcast, and then it just magically happens. Like, you got to work on it. You have to use your connections and book your guests, and you have to be candid on the podcast. You can't just show up and just babble. And the guys that have been successful at it are people that could probably have a media career for a living. Like JJ is clearly going to go into media after he retires. Richard Jefferson had a great podcast. He's gone into media. He's really good.
Yes.
So I think you need a little more talent at it than people realize. And you need the consistency of it. You can't say, I'm starting a podcast and then not do it for 2 months. Like, you have to really stick to it.
In the corner, it's Levine. Pass to Markkanen. And the call on the shot. It sends him to the line. Bill, defenders are doing a better job of challenging the shooter from the side so they don't foul and don't step into that landing space when he comes down from shooting.
Yeah. I don't like the landing space. And all that stuff. Like,
well, what would you call
load management? We have all these phrases now. It's like, how did these phrases come in my life?
Load management is interesting.
Load management's the worst. Where did that start?
I don't know.
Can we just play basketball?
Just like work. Yeah, just rest.
What's the thing they call when the guy travels, but they say it's not? It's like he's gathering the ball. That's another one.
Gathering
I never said gathering the ball in my life until 2 years ago. Enough with the weird phrases.
Yeah. Warren dishes to Oladipo. Brogdon outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. McDermott, and he gets it to go.
I think he's got to keep working on his interior game. Doug McDermott showing he wants to be more than just an outside shooter.
Bill, do you ever think we're going to eliminate conferences in the NBA playoff seeding?
I think that they would have done a 16-seed no-conference playoff format years ago. I think they were really worried about the travel, though. And they've looked at it, and they've really studied it, and they've looked at the effects of, let's say Boston plays Portland in round 1, and you're flying 3,100 miles or 3,200 miles in 3 time zones and all that stuff. And it's a 2-2-1-1-1 series. What is the effect on the team if it goes 7? I think they're really afraid of it. I wish they did it. I don't like the conferences. I don't really understand them. And over the course of NBA history, they've been really confused by the conferences. I wrote about this in the book of basketball, where we had years where San Antonio was playing in the East for a while, and Baltimore was in the West. Which, go look at a map. Baltimore being in the West is ridiculous. Baltimore was in the West and Philly was in the East, and they're like 50 miles away from each other.
Yeah, made no sense.
So they've never really 100% figured out the conferences. And I just think the 1 through 16 makes more sense.
It would sure be better basketball.
It would be better.
Yeah. Levine feeling it out a bit. From about 16. Here's Carter, tries again. The Pacers pull it in. They beat the Bulls during their last encounter in Chicago.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with their defensive pressure and the ability to force turnovers.
And that really was the difference. I mean, it required...
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Bulls lead by 2. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
We got T.J. McConnell, and it's Holiday in at the 3. That's the Pacers' 5. Chicago trailing here. They'll name a couple past superstars that didn't always get enough credit for being as dominant as they were.
Moses Malone would be my #1 pick. Probably the best player in the league for 5 years. Dominant in '83, they won the title in Philly. Really gave Kareem a lot of problems, and was just awesome, and has now just been swept under the rug. Nobody even really remembers. So I would go with him first.
Ever.
Never. Well, it was part of the problem. They were tape delaying games back then, and we didn't have league pass. We didn't have a lot of that stuff. I think he was really underrated, and you kind of never know who's going to endure and who's not going to endure, which is one of the reasons I wrote my book.
Passes to Cornette. And he goes in for the dunk.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Sumner kicks to McConnell. Back to Holiday. And stolen by Dunn. In transition, here come the Bulls.
And a good nose for the ball, sniffing it out. Dunn picks it clean and heads the other way with it.
Last game for Chicago, it was a loss to the Magic in Orlando. Inside, there's Bitadze. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
No good on the free throw. And Bill, talking about the Pacers and the history of this franchise, what are some of your favorite eras of Indiana Pacer basketball? And maybe it goes back to the ABA days.
Yeah, they didn't have the ABA in Boston. I never saw any of those games. Yeah. I just saw them through the little books and the magazines, but it was like this alternate league happening. I didn't know if it was real or not. You know, they came really close in the mid-'90s, and there was a great lost Indiana-Orlando series that went 7 and was really entertaining. Orlando up winning. That one was good. I thought in '98 they took the Bulls and Jordan to the brink. And that was the closest I thought the Bulls came to losing a series out of any of those 6 title years. So those would probably be the 2 highlights. The 2000 finals, they were a little closer to beating the Lakers than I think people realize.
It's a history lesson every time I sit down.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Yeah, and how about the stick-to-itiveness on that possession? Stayed with it, didn't give up until the ball was in the basket.
Here's Cornette. Got a piece of it. On the wing, Holiday. Dunn covering. Holiday gets the bucket. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Pacers.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Lets the three fly. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter, shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Bitadze can't hit.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And entertaining as always, Bill, thank you so much for stopping by. We always appreciate your time.
Thank you. Just, I don't want to do any Celtic games. Can we not do that? I don't want to see that team. Let's do the other teams.
Okay. And Clark, you know what? Bill will always give you a great point of view.
And you know what? I think he needs his own barbershop talk show, Kevin. I mean, he's done everything else in media. Go barbershop on him, Bill.
McDermott's checked in for T.J. McConnell. Chicago also making some changes. Carter, he's checked in for Luke Cornett. Lowry Markkanen comes in for Young, and it's White in for Chris Dunn.
Boy, from the looks of it, it appears the defense is fine with him taking that shot, but he makes them pay when they do.
White inside, guarded by Holiday. Basket good. And it's 6 points for Wendell Carter.
And a solid playmaker, White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Holiday with the 3. Out of hand on it. And here we go. Carter heading to the hoop. Drops in the breakaway layup. Carter's got 4 points in the quarter. You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
McDermott. Here's Bitadze. McDermott can't get it to go. McDermott with a steal. Bitadze, the pass to Holiday. Got it up. That one doesn't go. And now let's catch up with it. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. They were on a nice little roll. And
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Clark, I have sat next to you doing these games for years. What's prevented you from taking a coaching position at some level? Because I hear you talk, I'm thinking you'd be a perfect coach.
Well, a couple of things. One, coaching never lets up. It's always on you, and I've come to enjoy the fact that I can be fully immersed as a broadcaster and work with great guys like you and others, and then have a period of time where I don't have to be immersed in basketball, and I've enjoyed that. And I also haven't trained or prepared to be a coach because it is demanding in terms of the hours that you have to put in. And I've got a little more job security, I think, in the role that I serve as an analyst as opposed to what might happen if I did try to be a coach.
You've got all the security in the world, believe me. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So the Bulls 5 right now. Markkanen and Carter are up front. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. And it's White in at the 1 spot.
Guys, it's always fun to watch a player ascend from role player to star. And that's exactly what's happened with Levine. And it's been fun to watch.
And it's Brogdon off the drive.
And a player who flew under the radar last year, Malcolm Brogdon. Pacers wanted to add him over the summer. Got a hefty deal from Indiana to lead the Bucks. Exactly the kind of player that the Pacers need.
The Pacers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
From deep. Levine can't hit. And it's Warren with the ball for the Pacers. It's a 1-point game. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Holiday against Levine. Dishes it to Markkanen. Over Holiday. That one wide left. The Pacers shooting at 44%. Pretty reasonable. In the corner, it's Brogdon. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. 7 points for Malcolm Brogdon.
Brogdon knows he has the touch from there, so he's very comfortable launching the three ball.
Outside, Levine. Markkanen against Warren. 6 on the shot clock. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. A wide open look here for Holiday. Offensive rebound. A second chance effort. That shot is off.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Levine against Brogdon. Here's White. And the Bulls with another miss.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
Holiday finds Oladipo. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Oladipo's got the lead up to 4 now for Indiana.
Boy, good shot selection there from Oladipo. Part of what makes him efficient on offense.
Markkanen passes to Carter. Levine against Holiday. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Edmund Sumner's checked in for Indiana. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Warren kicks to Oladipo. Got a piece of it. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. It's getting late in the season. Let's now see the standings out east. You look at the Pacers. If the playoffs started today, they'd hold the number 5 seed. Of course, they're looking to build on that. And, of course, the Bulls. They find themselves in the dregs of the conference.
Yeah, but checking out Chicago, they talked all offseason about how this year was going to be different. Nobody bought into it then, and nobody's buying into it now.
Yeah, and it's too bad, really unfortunate, because I did think the potential was there. But at this stage, I think we've seen their best, and it's not going to be good enough this season.
Here's Sumner. Misses in close.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Lost to McDermott. Now, here's Warren. Here's Turner, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And looking now at some numbers for Turner. A strong stretch of play the last 10 games. He's averaging 11 points a game, just over 3 blocks, and 8 rebounds. And he's such a big presence for them on the inside.
Yeah, whether it's sending shots back airmail or cleaning the glass, he's the total package.
The pass to Hutchison. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Doug McDermott. And Coach Jim Boylan agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach, Boylan, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
Holiday looking over the floor. And they get it. Turner. And no good. Good defensive work there by Young. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Harrison. Pass to Valentine. Now Satoransky. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Pacers trail by 6. In the corner, it's McDermott. From deep three-point range, Indiana again missing.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a...
And so it's Chicago with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific.
Okay, you got to win this quarter. Listen.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Turner is out there with Doug McDermott. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Bitadze in at the 5 down low. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Passes it to Valentine. Back to Young with his first shot attempt. Indiana's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Down low. The shot by Turner, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And Young kicks to Valentine. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Valentine's got his first 3 points of the game.
A fantastic heads-up play there from Young to find the open man.
In the corner, it's McDermott. Brogdon outside. To the paint. Here's Turner. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Way to work the glass. Buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can make a big difference.
Young outside. Kicks to Valentine. Takes the 3. The rebound by Turner.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
McDermott passes to Brogdon. And the layup falls.
Boy, with that strong body and good size, Brogdon's able to finish through contact.
The Bulls leading by 5. Now here's Valentine. Here's Satoransky. He kicks it to Valentine. Pass to Hutchison. Clock at 4. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Young's shot is off. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for Indiana. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. The Bulls have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Harrison makes it off the glass.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Pacers trail by 7. Outside Holiday. Turner up top. Puts one up from 19. And the pass to Brogdon. And here's McDermott. Inside. Young with the steal. And here's the break. Satoransky, the pass to Young. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Satoransky's got his 4th assist in this one. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Bulls.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Brogdon the pass to Bitadze. Sinks it after the cagey pump fake. And now just a 5-point Chicago lead.
This is the kind of unselfishness you love seeing from Brogdon, making sure he gets it to the open man.
Valentine kicks to Satoransky. Here's the 3. The shot by Valentine, no good. The Pacers have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Outside Turner to the middle. Here's McDermott. And it's off the back rim, no good. Chicago leading by 5. Hutchison passes to Harrison. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. The Pacers shooting 44% in the fourth. The offense with some ups and downs. Outside Holiday. Got it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot. Outside
Levine. On Out to White. Pass to Carter. Unloads from 13. And the shot is long. Oladipo against Porter. Oladipo misses. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. White dishes to Porter. And foul on the shot. The coach's challenge has been issued. Post game like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Can't get it to fall. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind.
Welcome back to 2K TV. Bill
Yeah.
Simmons, the sports guy. Now, the sports guy is your nickname, but if you were a player, what would you have as your nickname?
Washed up.
Washed up,
Yeah.
that's it?
Yeah. I quit pickup like 5 years ago.
I'm gonna end it right here.
He's going to end it.
I'm going to end
I
it.
feel it. I feel it.
And a little bit of a fashion show taking place as the Bulls came down. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out east. The season nearly complete. Taking a look at Miami. They've had a great season and will look to extend that into the playoffs. And, of course, Chicago, quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
And right now for Miami, so much has gone right for them this season. They've needed some breaks to go their way, and it feels like they've gotten them all. Now they're poised for success in the playoffs.
Well, they've created their own breaks, Greg. I mean, because of how they've played throughout the entire season. But now is when things really start to get tough.
So here's Miami's starting group. Jimmy Butler is out there with Jones. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Nunn in at the point. And for Chicago, White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. And it's Carter in at the 5 spot. Good on the bucket. Butler's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for the Heat. Well, Chris, as we wind toward the end of the regular season, what do you notice as an analyst that you didn't notice when you were playing?
I think what I didn't notice when I was playing was just everything that goes on around the arena. Now I get to the games a couple of hours early. I get to interact with fans. I get to see game productions. The business of basketball, just how much everyone loves the game, from Adam Silver down to someone at the concession stands at the arena, how it really is a community and a family. Because when I was in Sacramento, I'm just playing for Sacramento. I didn't realize how many people in New York and Detroit and other places supported not only us in Sacramento, but their home teams, and just seeing how passionate everyone in the business of basketball, how passionate they are. And that's just something awesome to be a part of.
Now Levine. After Jimmy Butler missed from long range. The shot's good from Carter.
Capable of doing many things well. Levine has a good sense of when his guys are open.
Here's Nunn. Light covering. Nunn passes to Robinson. Here's Nunn. 5 on the clock. From deep. And Butler launches from deep. He doesn't hit that one. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there. And that one's good by Porter.
When Porter first came into the league, he didn't have this shot. Now he's a knockdown perimeter shooter.
Butler finds Jones. Back to Butler. Jones, the pass to Adebayo. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Levine with the ball. He gets that one. Porter's got 5.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Yeah, and with Lauri Markkanen, you know you're going to get shooting from his spot. Great release and has been efficient from range since his rookie year.
Here's Nunn. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Charlotte. Outside, Jones. Shot to stop the run. Miami no good on that time either. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Bulls. Porter passes to Carter. White with it. He's guarded by Adebayo. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Carter kicks to Porter. It's stolen by Adebayo. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. And the Heat with some changes. Chicago leading by 7. And Chris, with Markkanen, the shooting frees up the rest of his offensive game.
Yeah, and he's better than you think at going to the rim. He doesn't blow by anyone, but has the length and the hops on his drives to get a solid look while on the move.
Young drives in. Here's Cornette. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
Here's Hero. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
The Heat trail by 7. Here's Dragic. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Now the pass to Hutchison. Over to the wing. Pass to Young. Here's Hutchison. Clock at 6. Satoransky, the pass to Cornette. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. And it's off from three-point range.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Now here's Iguodala. He's still scoreless so far in this one. The Heat need to get a shot off. That one good for 2.
Oh, and with the fast eyes, Iguodala finding the open man.
Here's Hutchison. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Bulls leading by 3. And the second quarter will get underway.
Call me a leader, all-star, whatever you want to call.
And that's what he worked for. And he works as hard as anyone, Greg, in the NBA.
And you see that competitiveness and desire in his play.
And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
On the court for Miami here in the second. Dragic is out there with Robinson. Then there's Hill. Then there's Myers-Leonard. And it's Olynyk in at the 5.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Well, with his face-up game, Myers-Leonard comfortable playing at power forward or center.
Yeah, Kevin, if you look at the muscle he's added, he sure looks like a pivot. He's 7'1", solid, 260. The hammer. Well, that's at least what he calls himself. He's ready to bang.
Starter in this league for almost a decade. Thaddeus Young's numbers, Greg, won't blow you away. So what is it that makes him a winning player?
I think it starts with his defense, Kevin. Drawing charges and getting deflections. His quickness puts him in a position to make those effort plays.
Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Chicago. White comes in for Chris Dunn. And a new group getting ready for Miami. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Jay Crowder comes in for Myers-Leonard. Butler, he's checked in for Hill. And it's Iguodala in for Robinson.
Oh, their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
Markkanen passes to White. Now, here's Valentine. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Orlando. Here's Dragic. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Dragic has got his second basket.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
And Young kicks to White. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. And the 3 off target. The Heat have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Butler. Another shot. And it's good on the way in. And the Heat lead by 1.
Such a rugged player. If you forget where Butler is, he's going to hit the boards hard.
Young's shot is off. For Miami, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Crowder, the pass to Iguodala. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Bulls. Markkanen's got his 4th rebound in this one. And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul. So for the Bulls, Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Young. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Denzel Valentine. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Shaquille Harrison. Porter in the corner. Outside, White. Ripped away. Silva, the pass to Butler. Good on the shot. And now a three-point Miami lead.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And with this summer signing of Jimmy Butler, the Miami Heat demonstrating they still can lure star talent to South Beach.
The Heat back on the rise. The Butler signing sets the stage for the summer of 2021 when they should have the cap space to sign another max player.
Stolen by Levine. And that one drops for him.
Stellar awareness from Levine. I mean, seeing an opening and ripping through it with this relentless athleticism.
Here's none. White covering. 1:16 left in the first half.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Back to Porter. There's the three. Rebound by the Heat. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them. Iguodala, the pass to Nunn. Pass to Adebayo. Shot clock at 6. It's deflected. Porter passes to Markkanen. White, good. And the Bulls lead by 3.
And it's important that Markkanen develops his floor awareness. I mean, passes like that go a long way.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Butler against Porter. Butler on the way. 9-point game his last outing. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Nunn. Defended by Carter. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. 12 seconds left here in the second. There's the pass to Cornette. And here's Levine. From deep three-point range, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope it was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. At the end of the period, they held a 3-point. And that should do it.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Jimmy Butler, he's really been playing well.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So the Bulls 5 right now. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Carter in at the 5 down low.
Getting out on the break. Butler completes the transition play.
Porter kicks to White. Back to Porter. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Drills it from outside. Markkanen's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
When you watch Lauri Markkanen play, it's easy to see how easy it is for him to put up points. Attacks from all spots on the floor and has a great touch on that shot, especially for a man his size.
Just 5 to shoot. Jones finds Robinson. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game. But you can see why after that sequence.
Ball's knocked loose to the wing right side. Here's White. It's Adebayo with the rebound. And really, Greg, the only knock on Markkanen is that he can be too passive at times.
And I suspect that will fade as he grows more comfortable in the league. You have to remember how young he is and missed a good amount of time with injury during that second year.
Butler on the wing, guarded by Porter. Trying to get open is Adebayo with a lead, and the layup is good. And the Heat lead by 1.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And it goes down 2 points.
Well, easy look provided by Carter Jr. Always helps when your bigs can move the rock.
Passes it to Adebayo. Markkanen against Jones. Pass to Nunn. The dish now to Jones. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
On the wing, Levine. Good. Levine's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Nunn passes to Adebayo. Robinson against Levine. Pass to Nunn. Back to Robinson. Here's Nunn. White covering. Here's Jones. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. The Bulls have gone 3 of 4 so far in the 3rd quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half.
And see, Webb, you talk to the Bulls fans, and they are eager for a return to greatness.
Yeah, GA, it's been a long time since the Jordan era, and Bulls fans know it. But you know, GA, the Bulls have a very loyal group of fans. Their patience has been tested, though, but this team needs results.
And that one's good by Butler. Butler's got 10 points in the game. 3rd quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
Over to the left wing. Markkanen kicks to Levine. And he uses the glass on the layup. Levine's got 4 points now in the quarter.
His teammates keep getting him the ball in his favorite spots. This has done a lot for his shooting percentage.
Nunn passes to Robinson. Now Butler. 10 points for him. That's tipped.
Well, a step in the right direction. Markkanen must continue to make these kinds of efforts on defense. Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
Porter lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And it's a 3-point Chicago lead.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
Outside Markkanen. Back to Porter. Carter on the wing. 3-pointer, Markkanen, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
This is how you quarterback an offense. He sees and anticipates what the defense is doing.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the court for the Heat, they've got Myers Leonard, Hero out there with Dragic. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Olynyk in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Harrison. That 3 off the mark. And it's Dragic with the ball for Miami. It's a 1-point game. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Here's Dunn. Here's Harrison. Porter in the corner. Back to Harrison. Down low. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, Greg, it's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Hero passes to Olynyk. Good ball movement here by the Heat. And it's Leonard with the jam.
You can count on Olynyk to move the ball quickly when he spots an open teammate. And that feed was phenomenal.
To the left side wing. Here's Cornette. He's covered by Leonard. Cornette passes to Young. Here's Cornette. Shoots. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Hero passes to Olynyk. Here's Hero. Back to Leonard. Outside Dragic. And here we go. The Bulls fast break.
Can't be too careful around them. He's consistent at finding ways to swipe the ball.
The Heat trail by 3. Dragic dishes to Leonard. He kicks to Olynyk. Outside Dragic. Leonard looking over the floor. He's looking for Olynyk and finds him. That one goes in. Olynyk's got his first 2 points of the night.
Oh, and just a nice momentum bucket there by Olynyk.
Porter with it. Here's Dunn. No good from outside. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Dragic. He can't get that one to fall. And it's Chicago the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. It's up a 3. The shot by Harrison, no good. The Heat have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Dragic kicks to Crowder. Outside Leonard. And there's the pass to Hero. Now here's Dragic. Shot clock at 5. Olynyk the pass to Dragic. Nice D from Porter. Chicago has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. The shot by Harrison, no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Olynyk's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Now he's just unfazed by the pressure. Olynyk delivering.
Young up top. 54 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And it's done in the corner. The kick out to Porter. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possession. Turnovers can kill you in this time of game.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Carter, he's checked in for Young. Markkanen comes in for Luke Cornette. Zach LaVine's checked in for Harrison. And it's White in for Chris Dunn. The Heat also changing it up. Hill, he's checked in for Crowder. Robinson is subbed in for Hero. Back to Leonard. Good work defensively by Carter. And here are the Bulls now. They trail by 1. Porter finds LaVine. Money!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Timeout called, the Heat. They're trailing by 1. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
Yeah, down by 1. You'd expect them to go for 2 here unless they get something wide open on the perimeter.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan player of the game, Zach LaVine.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
And Butler, here we go. Missed! And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. I have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right.
And so the big win by Chicago.
This year was so much fun, but it definitely came with some challenges. Thank goodness for 2K.
That's right. In fact, it's been an honor for us to share our time and our episodes with you, the fans, the community. And the big news is NBA 2K TV is returning for Season 7.
Yes, we're coming your way.
Coming to you tonight from the American. And let's. It can be a circus. David, thanks. Got to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Butler.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Holiday, and it's shooting guard. And for Miami, Jones is out there with Adebayo. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Nunn in at the point. And so it's the Heat getting on the board first. Oladipo with the bounce pass. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Turner. It's stolen by Jones. To the inside. Here's Adebayo. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Well, this is why Butler has become a real threat on the offensive end. Yes, he's a great scorer, but he is equally capable and adept at finding the open guy.
And bam, Adebayo. He just plays with so much energy when he's on the floor.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the floor. Great energy player who can finish in the paint with the best of them. Very quick on his feet and can cover a lot of ground for a player his size.
Now here's Jones. Outside Robinson. Back to Jones. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. Robinson misses. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for Indiana. Still without a basket in the game.
You know, fought hard from start to finish on that play. Defended the shot and then finished it off with the rebound.
Jones the pass to Robinson. Adebayo kicks to Robinson. Off target from the wing.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
The shot by Holiday, no good.
Boy, that's 0 for 3 in the early going. Just a little out of sync.
Adebayo with the bucket. Adebayo's got his second bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here is Holiday. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Here's Turner. And the shot no good, a bit short.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. The pass to Butler. Jones looking for an opening. Back to Butler. Three-pointer. And no good that time. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. Last time they met was in Indiana.
And sometimes you can make a few plays here and there, but never get into a real rhythm. That's what happened to them in that game.
I'll tell you, that's a great way to put it, Greg, because I thought they were all over the place. They never settled into any kind of rhythm.
And so here is Miami. The Pacers making the shot. Passes it to Jones, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. This is the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of the NBA's top defenders down low. The league's leaders in rejections this month. Number 1, Miles Turner.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
1:11 left to play in the first. And the Pacers can't get it to go. The Heat leading by 4. Outside Crowder. Adebayo down low. He's covered by McConnell. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Bitadze, the pass to Holiday. Here's Bitadze. Back to Holiday. Pass to Bitadze. Now here is Holiday. The kick out to Warren. Takes a three. Andre Iguodala comes up with the rebound. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Shots good by Hero.
What a great look by Andre Iguodala. We know he's unselfish. If there's space for his guy, he's going to find him.
Holiday, the pass to Bitadze. And it's Miami with the rebound. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them. Iguodala dishes to Crowder. Pass to Hero. Back to Crowder. And the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you set the...
And so it's Miami going into the break with a 10-point lead. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Back to the action after this word. Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And what stands out to you guys from the Heat in this one?
The offense firing on all cylinders. They dominated that first period.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
Dragic is out there with Hero. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. Then it's Jay Crowder. And it's Iguodala in at the small forward position. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Dragic the pass to Crowder. A shot that time, not on target.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense. With the Indiana Pacers, you know you're a small market team, and it's led to a little bit of a shuffle personnel-wise. What's incredible, they continue to put a competitive product on the floor year in and year out.
From 12 feet out, Bitadze with the bucket. Bitadze's got his first basket. Miami leading by 6. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Here's Hero. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. The Heat need to get a shot off. And here's Iguodala outside. No good that time. And Indiana will go the other way with it. Doris, you're right. The Pacers have made the playoffs 8 of the last 9 seasons. Remarkable consistency.
I don't think there's any doubt about that, Kev. It starts at the top and sort of trickles down. From ownership to the front office down to the head coach. This is a solid operation through and through.
Here's Sampson. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, just a fantastic job to stay with the play and just not give up. Excellent effort on the offensive backboard.
Here's Hero. And he banks in the layup. Hero's got his second bucket tonight.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
McConnell with it. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. The pass to McDermott. Here's Sumner. Passes to McConnell. A 3-ball. No good on that one. Dragic with some nice D. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Crowder. Inside. Now here's Olynyk. Guarded close. Here's Iguodala. And he overshot that one, missing.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Doris, you've said this often. It is incredibly difficult to compare guys of different positions in different areas, isn't it?
It really is. There's so many discussions about who's the GOAT, who's the greatest of all potential time. And there are certain names that are always going to pop to the top of the list, LeBron James. But it's very difficult to me, say, to compare a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, one of the greatest to ever man the center position, had the impossible-to-check sky hook. But how do you compare him with LeBron James, who, though he is, and I don't know what position he is, he may be the greatest passer in the history of the league. Like, let's enjoy individual greatness without comparison.
Shots good by Turner.
You can see how comfortable Miles Turner is on the interior. He knows he has the size and length to dominate.
Butler attacking, and it's Butler with the jam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And stolen by Butler. In transition, here comes Miami. Robinson misses. Pacers trail by 7. At the elbow, it's Warren. Brogdon outside. Right side, Turner. Holiday against Butler. Goes up on the wing. It's rebounded by Leonard.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
And now, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
.27 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Nunn. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. The pass to Silva. This one for 3. Nice D from Oladipo. Fires from deep. Can't get the foot there. And so it's Miami bringing the court.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to Miami did not hesitate to set the pace. Near flawless execution.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. And you look at Adebayo, what a contribution.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
As a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for Indiana, Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Oladipo, and it's Holiday in at the 2. Here's Leonard. That shot misses. Good work defensively by Turner. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for Indiana, trailing by 5. Lets it fly. Hits the jumper in space. Turner's got 4 points this quarter. Here's Dragic. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Robinson against Holiday. From deep three-point range. Robinson misses.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
And here are the Heat now. They've led by as much as 10. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that'll be the third of the four straight at home. It's back to Hill. Clock at 6. Dragic against Brogdon. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the veteran Goran Dragic still producing late in his career. Not the force he once was, but always a source of playmaking and scoring.
And the Heat with some changes. Jones checked in for Leonard. Crowder comes in for Solomon Hill, and it's Iguodala in for Robinson.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
Outside Holiday. Indiana moving the ball around. McDermott for 3. Miami grabs the miss. Now you look at the career of Dragic. Greg, he's always been a scoring point guard.
Yeah, and as Dragic has aged, he has learned to lean more and more on his outside shot. Even when his first step and speed start to falter, he'll find ways to put up points.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
The Heat leading by 3. And it's slammed in by Jones.
Kev, how good a passer is Andre Iguodala, showing off his incredible court vision there.
And here is Brogdon, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Beyond the arc. And the Pacers can't get it to go. The Heat have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Lets it go with the 3. That one doesn't drop. And it's Miami the other way. Outside Crowder. 1:49 left in the third. Now here's Dragic. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game.
And back in his day as coach of the Blazers, players called Nate McMillan Sarge for his style. Very tough and demanding.
The beauty, though, Greg, to me is Nate McMillan has adapted. He has given more leeway for his players and his assistant coaches. He's willing to take players aside and bring a more personal approach. And I think in today's NBA, that's critical.
Iguodala outside. Off target from outside. Pacers trail by 7. Holiday with the 3. Goran Dragic grabs the board. The Heat have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
A moment here to look at the numbers for Oladipo. He's been more than solid over the last month, averaging about 16 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. You know, you look at the numbers and you think that this is great, but we know that he's capable of even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
Right side Turner. Over Adebayo. That's it, and the Miami lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Turner. Turner's got 6 in the quarter.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Nunn passes to Olynyk. Here's Nunn. He's covered by McConnell. Here's Nunn. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Holiday looking for an opening. Buries the long-range jumper. Now just a 4-point Miami lead. From deep. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that, Greg, putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. They've got Adebayo. Jimmy Butler is out there with Hero. And it's Silva in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Here's McConnell. Warren able to finish. Warren's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Indiana.
Well, T.J. Warren is terrific at using his frame to become a factor on the glass. I love it.
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday. Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for T.J. McConnell. Outside Butler. Pass to Hero. Back to Butler. 5 to shoot. None. Passes to Butler. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Just textbook timing right there. Jimmy Butler understanding when to rise and fire.
And Holiday kicks to Brogdon. Indiana moving it around. Fires for 3. And Indiana another 3.
You can see Turner evolving as a passer. He wants to set his teammates up. That's a pretty look.
Here's Holiday. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Heat with the lead. To the left wing. Pass to Nunn. Right side, Butler. The 3. Nunn can't get it to fall.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Turner looking around. They get it back.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Here's Nunn. Sampson pulls it in. Sampson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside Holiday. Sampson kicks to Holiday. Pass to Warren. And here is Brogdon from downtown. But they recover it. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Miami trailing. Here's Butler. Drops in the layup for 2. Butler's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, it's really not easy to try to guard Jimmy Butler. If he's putting it on the deck and getting to the rack, look out.
Brogdon outside. There's the pass to Turner. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Turner's got the lead back up to 1 now for the Pacers. For Miami, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. The shot by Adebayo, no good. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Brogdon the pass to Turner. Fires the 3. The shot by Holiday, no good. And Miami shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. And Adebayo throws it down.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? And the Pacers call time here. They're trailing by 1. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Bam Adebayo.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to hear Nate McMillan talk to his team during the break. He told his guys, tempo, more tempo. You've got to be quicker into transition. Push the ball. Let's get some opportunities before their defense can set up. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Holiday with the 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Pacers. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. It's Oladipo on the wing. He's guarded by Hill. Outside to Brogdon. Oladipo against Hill. Shoots it up. Keeps it alive. It's rebounded by Leonard. So it's Miami now. 3-point lead. Here's Olynyk, and they call the foul. So he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And this is why they call on Olynyk here. A talented scorer, dependable in big moments.
And that one falls for Olynyk.
Now they're going for the jugular. A few more trips like that, and we might be able to see this one in the books. This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Here's Warren. And just miss after miss right now.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
And Holiday has it in the corner. It's money from deep.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it, Greg? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Well, what a performer this guy is. Game is on the line. He stands up and delivers.
And so it's the Heat winning this one. Bravo. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
NBA 2K21 demo is out now, and in this episode, we're jumping right in.
The Chicago River winding it. Let's got to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Young.
Defensively, he's really stepped it up over the past few months. You can see the jump in his steal numbers, and it hasn't been by accident. He's put in a ton of effort at the defensive end, and boy, is it paying off.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Victor Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Holiday in at the 2. And for the Bulls, White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. And it's Carter in at the center, locking down the middle. Warren, a wide open look here for Oladipo. It's good from long range. Well, Smitty, the future for these two teams, terrific. A lot of young talent on display.
Yes, it is, and you got to be happy if you're the fan base. You can grow with these guys, and you can see them grow, and they are going to win a lot of games in the future.
Last game for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Magic. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Brogdon finds Turner, and he makes that one.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time. High percentage look. This is what your offense is designed to do.
Outside Holiday. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Outside White. Porter in the corner. Got a piece of it. And Holiday, here we go. That one falls.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Levine passes to White. Levine against Brogdon. Pass to Carter. Back to Markkanen. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. T.J. Warren picks one up. You know, Smitty, you watch Markkanen. He's just built for the modern NBA.
Yes, he's an incredible weapon on the pick and pop with his shooting touch. You can see that being his go-to move, Kevin, for a long time. Because he knows he makes a living at the line. He invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
And it's Brogdon off the drive. Shoots over White. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Porter passes to Markkanen. Kick out to Levine. Nice D from Warren.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Back to Oladipo. Carter against Turner. 5 on the clock. Here's Warren, and a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in.
Perfect approach for what the D was showing on that possession.
And then Carter with the dunk.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. 3-point lead. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter.
This is what you do when your opponent's trying to take away the 3 and the painted area.
Here's Carter. Markkanen down low. He's covered by Warren. Count it. Good.
Everyone knows about Markkanen from range. Also has the tools to challenge inside.
Holiday against Levine. Pass to Oladipo. Brogdon outside. Outside Holiday. The three-pointer is right on target. Holiday's got 5.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Oh, and here comes Holiday all alone. Finished off the break.
3 of 4 to start. Young fella came to play.
Bulls trail by 8. 44 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Back to Porter. Kicks to Levine. Lets it go from deep. The shot will not fall. So the Pacers will take it the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And that was a shocker. Hard to believe that they dropped the ball, so to speak, on that one. And probably a tough pill for them to swallow.
You try not to dwell on losses like that, but hey, you can't help it. Hopefully, they'll learn something from that defeat.
And it's Carter missing. And so it's the Indiana Pacers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Pacers?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
On the court for Indiana, they've got McDermott, and it's Bitadze in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, here's McConnell. He's guarded closely. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Second shot opportunity. Here's Bitadze. Here's Sampson. Off target from three-point range.
Looking at the Bulls roster, there is a lot to like. They have a great collection of talent, and their core players are all very young and improving.
And that one is hammered home.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And Justin Holiday picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Bulls making a switch here. Valentine's checked in. Edmund Sumner's checked in for Indiana. Here's Cornette. Back to Valentine. Passes it to Cornette. Shoots from the high post. They grab their own miss. Young on the follow. Young's got his second basket of the night.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
And there's the feed to McDermott. And the pass to Sumner. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Thaddeus Young. And Steve, for the Bulls fans, their hopes lie in their young core.
Totally agree. The Bulls should focus on developing that core. Have a good blend with Levine, Markkanen, and Carter. They just need to keep their eye on the prize.
Harrison's checked in for Chris Dunn.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Sumner. Feeds to McDermott. A reverse. Rejected by Young. And he's able to get it back. Indiana moving the ball around. Here's Sumner. And the Pacers can't get it to go. And it's Harrison with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Valentine with it. Now defended by McDermott. Hands it from downtown. Now just a 2-point Pacer lead.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Has to be Thompson. Shoots it. Puts the move on. And he lays it up and in. Bitadze's got his first basket of the night.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Young. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. The spotlight usually is on the head coach. Smitty, what makes for a great assistant coach on the staff in your eyes?
Well, I think when he have a great relationship with the coaches and also he has a great relationship with the players. I also love the assistant coaches that are very detailed. And also some of those guys, they have great insight on what a coach can see. It's still a team, and there's some great assistants out there.
Valentine passes to Young, and he hits it to tie the game up. Young's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
McConnell uses the glass to finish the layup. 1:02 left to play in the first half. Here's Cornette. Doesn't go that time. So Indiana will take it the other way. After this one, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Pass to Satoransky. He kicks to Young. Harrison passes to Cornette. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
McConnell scanning the floor. There's 21 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Harrison kicks to Valentine. Here's Young, and some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's tied as we...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. Some struggles for Chicago in the first quarter. The deficit for them at one point grew to 8. And that...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. One guy who's getting it done is Thaddeus Young.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's White in at the point guard position. And that's the group for Jim Boylan as we begin the second half. Chalk up 2 there.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Well, you just watch Levine play, and you can see the athleticism he possesses. Greg just explodes anytime he wants to.
And guys, with Levine, the speed and first step have always been there for him. But you can see the strength he's added to his game since his rookie year whenever he goes at the rim.
White the pass to Carter. Out to White. Outside, Markkanen. 6 on the shot clock. And Brogdon comes over to help. Takes it from 10. He can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Turner. Here's Holiday. Levine with the rebound. Chicago leading. Out to White. Markkanen passes to Porter. Carter left side. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Good work defensively by Turner.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Here's Warren. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Warren's got his second bucket of the game to go. The Bulls have gotten just 1 of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Passes it to Porter. Back to Levine. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Brogdon.
And he's not passing the ball as well this month. If you look at his numbers from earlier in the season, he's not seeing the court as well. It may be a little too focused on creating his own shot than orchestrating for the guys around him.
Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Chicago. Dunn comes in for White. And Indiana with a change here too. Sampson's checked in. Dishes to Oladipo. Over Dunn. Chicago grabs the miss.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Levine can't hit. Pacers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Brogdon outside. Oladipo taking his time here. And that was close. He draws the foul. He'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
Clearly a foul.
For Indiana, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. Coming into the NBA, Victor Oladipo, Greg, drew some comparisons to Dwayne Wade, but it was working out with D-Wade that helped take Victor's game to the next level.
Listen, anytime you're the second overall pick, which he was back in 2013, stardom is expected. It just took a while. Now he's got to apply that same work ethic to overcoming the knee injury.
And Young kicks to Dunn. The pass to Harrison. 3-pointer. Unable to get that one. And Indiana will go the other way with it.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Now, here's Oladipo. Defense right on him. Now McDermott. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. No good from 18. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Harrison kicks to Dunn. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So it's the Pacers now. Pacers leading by 4. Power down with both hands.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Can they get it? Second chance shot, and it's sent back by Turner. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And good that time. Oladipo's got the lead up to 8 now for the Pacers.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Out to Turner, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dunn.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Here's Sampson, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Indiana Pacers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into. Head coach Nate McMillan is mic'd up along the sidelines.
Okay, good patience on your spacing.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the 4th quarter. We've got T.J. McConnell, and it's Holiday in at the shooting guard position. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Saturday, they'll tip off a road trip in Miami where they'll take on the Heat. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Carter comes in for Denzel Valentine, and it's White in for Chris Dunn. The Pacers also with a sub. Aaron Holiday is checked in for Jakar Sampson. And here's Holiday. Jacks up a three. Carter pulls it in.
He's been of no help stretching the floor tonight. Just 1-3 in the first half. Nothing in the second.
Count that one.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
Now, here's McConnell. White covering. And 2 free throws coming. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Jim Boylan was going over with his team. He told them we've got to make the most of every chance right now. This is a winnable game, but we've got to make plays. Guys, we'll see if they can come back.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Holiday with the three. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got 6 rebounds in the game. Kick out to Levine. There's the dish to Markkanen. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Pacers leading by 6. McConnell passes to Holiday. Holiday against Porter. Porter with the steal. One-on-one here. Here's Markkanen. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
I love the finish there by Markkanen. Can absorb the contact because he's improved his strength.
And for a player that didn't come in with a lot of fanfare to the NBA, Markkanen is one of the top young players in the league.
Yeah, call him the marksman or the finisher. Call him Larry Bird, if you like. Fantastic stretch 4, who showed he could be a focal point of an offense, can play with an edge as well, and is just scratching the surface of his potential.
Levine dishes to Carter, taken away by Holiday. And a fast break now for the Pacers. Holiday is running over Porter, and it's White with the rebound. Bulls trail by 5. Here's Levine. Oh, what a play!
I mean, both sides are really battling. Zach LaVine right in the middle of it, wanting to take charge.
Now, here's McConnell. He's guarded closely. And Holiday, here we go. And it's blocked. Porter outside. Good on the three-point shot. Porter's got the game tied up here for the Bulls.
In a tight game, get the ball to someone who won't shrink. Big shot by Porter.
Here's Holiday. Lays it up and banks it in.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
I don't think he expected to get that good of a look. Poor communication defensively.
Here's Warren. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Now it's a 4-point Pacer lead. Down low, here's Markkanen. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Lowry Markkanen making his presence felt. as this game heats up.
And the Pacers call time here. They're up by 2. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now a chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan player of the game.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
Goes up with it. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession. Brogdon's got the ball here for the Pacers. Kicks it to Holiday. There's the triple. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to Warren. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Pacers lead by 7.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
In the corner, it's Brogdon. Stolen by Carter.
This has reached desperation time for him.
For them to have a chance, everything has to go right on both ends from this point on.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
And both free throws good for White. White against Oladipo. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And stolen by White. Money!
And you can argue this is White at his best. Just an absolute terror in transition.
Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock. Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
This is where you want to run a play. Don't just walk it up and heave it. Using his height and length there to prevent the second chance opportunity.
So a close game sees Indiana take this one. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for Steve.
Welcome to this special edition of 2K TV.
The wait is almost over. We are just days away from 2K Day and the launch of NBA 2K21.
And if you can't wait, you can get early access to the NBA 2K21 demo right now. Here's how you get started.
They may be on the road, but the Bulls still know how to trap, and it sure is fun to watch, DA. Thank you. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's White in at the 1. And for Miami, Jimmy Butler is out there with Jones. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Robinson, and it's Nunn in at the point guard. Here's Nunn, pass to Butler. Left side, Jones. Just 5 on the clock. Nunn can't get it to fall. And the Bulls with possession. The Heat beat them last time when these two teams met down in South Florida.
Yeah, and their last time playing against this club, they fell short. A lot of cheap fouls really plagued their starting unit.
But I'm sure they learned their lesson from that game. They know they can't afford to have their first unit unavailable when the game is at critical junctures this time around.
Levine wide open, trains the three-pointer. Levine's got 5. Brent, at this point, perennial contenders sometimes goes to the final games of the regular season. Any danger that they can't hit that right button or flip the switch and get back into gear?
When you hear analysts say that the playoffs are all about matchups, they are exactly right. You and I talked about this, Kevin, several years ago about
all the time.
Going into the playoffs. Teams don't have to be hot. You don't have to be 10-2 in the last 12 games for your playoffs, because all of a sudden, if you're matched up against a team that's owned you all year long, your chances of winning that series are very, very slim. So it becomes just let's get in and let's find out who we're playing, and then we'll get to work.
Porter finds White. Levine, the bounce pass. Adebayo against Carter. Now here's Porter. Defense is right there. Markkanen passes to Carter. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
Pass to Nunn. Back to Jones. Kicks it to Butler. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And you look at Jimmy Butler. Goes about 6'8", about 230 pounds. Great size on the wing.
And he keeps himself in tip-top shape. His strength, one thing I'm not sure the casual fan even recognizes.
The Heat making a switch here. Crowder's checked in. Now here's Levine. He has 5. Now the pass to Markkanen. Carter down low. He's guarded by Adebayo. And it's Carter missing. The Heat trail by 5. To the middle. Porter with the steal. And White kicks to Levine. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Carter up top. He's guarded by Adebayo. And here we go. Butler heading to the hoop. And slam dunk by Butler.
Yeah, and Butler is a menace to the defense partner. I don't think that was a Petty or a Manny. That was a facial.
Levine passes to Carter. He dishes it to Markkanen. Back to Carter. Shoots over Crowder. And Carter with the basket on the assist by Markkanen.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Here's Nunn. White covering with the shot. And it's Miami with another. There's 1:17 left to play in the first quarter. Outside, Levine. To the paint, Crowder with the steal. Butler attacking. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. And that's now 6 points for Jimmy Butler.
And when he gets inside, Butler's not going to be denied. Tremendous focus down low.
Here's Levine, lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
None passes to Adebayo. There's 37 seconds left here in the first quarter. Passes it to Butler. Just 4 to shoot. A putback. Last game for Chicago, it was a loss to the Magic in Orlando. White dishes to Porter. Markkanen kicks to Porter. Back to Markkanen. Pass to White. The kick out to Porter. Markkanen passes to Porter. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Carter with the bucket. Carter's got 6.
That's a defensive breakdown. You can't let him get that deep.
Yeah, how do you let him get a lounge chair down there and be comfortable in the pick?
And so the first quarter is in the books. Bulls out front. They're up by 5. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vámonos. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Bulls. Chris Dunn is out there with Satoransky. Then it's Young, and it's Hutchinson in at the 3, the small forward. The Heat trail by 5. Here's Hero. He kicks it to Leonard. Here's Hero. Satoransky covering. Hero no good.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Young passes to Hutchison. Takes a shot at the elbow. And it's Iguodala with the rebound. And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for Miami. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. He's looking for Leonard and finds him, and he makes good on the layup. Leonard's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Miami. The Bulls leading by 3.
And as most of us expected, Andre Iguodala continues to be a huge factor for anybody that he plays for. With his athleticism waning just a little bit, it's his experience and know-how that impacts the game the most. Just being in the right spot at the right time, taking the right calculated gamble. Andre Iguodala still impacting games at his age.
So it's Miami now. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that's the third of 4 straight played at home. Pass to Satoransky. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And for Iguodala, Brent staying strong late in his career, he claims that taking up golf has helped him.
You know how many NBA coaches have tried to get away with that very same thing, Kevin? Almost all of them. But according to what Andre says, is the more that he goes out and plays golf and challenges himself as he's playing the course and staying with it mentally, he feels like the more that's helping him on the court. And as he gets to this advanced age where athleticism is going away, it's more about the mindset and the mind game. So tee it up. Maybe that's helping Andre in ways that we don't know about. He's still effective.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And there's the pass to Satoransky. Bulls moving the ball around. And Young kicks to Cornette. Satoransky against Robinson. Cornette banked in off the glass. Cornette's got the lead up to 7 now for Chicago.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And nice court vision from Dragic there to get a great look at the bucket.
We've got 1:48 left now here in the second. Pass to Cornette. And here is Satoransky. Pass to Cornette. There's Harrison. Olynyk is covering. Here's Cornette. That shot, no good. And the Heat going the other way now. Hill with it. Now guarded by Valentine. Olynyk can't hit.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Hill kicks to Robinson. Outside Dragic. Launches a three. It's hauled in by Cornette. The Bulls leading by 7. Down low. Out to the wing. The kick out to Young. Cornette passes to Young. Shoots the three. And that one's good. Harrison's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. And now a 12-point Chicago lead.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
Robinson for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. We've got 13 seconds left in the second quarter. Satoransky the pass to Young. Cornette kicks to Valentine. From deep three-point range. What a shot! Yeah, amazing! Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to Chicago was looking great right away. They had intensity in their eyes and fire in their... And that...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
They've got Robinson. Jimmy Butler is out there with Jones. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Nunn in at the point guard position. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. It's deflected, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. The Heat trail by 12.
Well, Bam at 6'10" might be a little bit undersized, but there's something in his activity on a nightly basis, Kevin, that feels like he plays bigger. The pogo stick gets around, covers some ground laterally, and does a great job of both protecting the rim and finishing strong.
Stolen by Robinson. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Jones, and Jones with the stuff.
And that's how they're going to trim this lead. Play tough D, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
And with Adebayo and finishing plays, Brent, he is a terrific dunker.
No doubt. Guys are looking for him all over the rim, and you can throw it just about anywhere, and Bam is going to go up and just look for that. Bam right on you. Great energy, great athleticism, and continues to find ways in which he can make solid offensive contributions for the Heat.
6 to shoot. Here's Butler. Done with some nice D. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Bulls. They've held a 12-point lead early. Markkanen kicks to Dunn. Back to Markkanen. Inside. Dunn misses.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. You know, officials try to be as objective as possible, Brent. It does sometimes feel like we get superstar calls, though, correct?
I think there's absolutely superstar calls, Kevin. And, you know, the purist in me wants the referees to keep it fair. But understanding that the game is entertainment and understanding what it takes to be that level of player, every now and then seeing a guy like James Harden getting a few more free throws or watching Giannis find his way to the line a few more times, I shrug my shoulders and I say, yeah, I actually kind of get it.
Yeah, good example. White finds Levine to the inside. Outside, Markkanen.
Well, he bailed him out with that one. A shot clock was low. You got to just play straight up D. That is not the time to take a foul.
Goran Dragic is checked in for the Heat. Here's Hutchison. Wide open shot is on the money. And the Bulls lead by 8.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
To the middle. Here's Leonard. Buries the easy one.
This is where the remake of his game is paying off. Leonard now one of the better catch-and-shoot bigs in the NBA.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. To the paint. Here's Porter. The shot, no good. Good defense by Iguodala. Outside Dragic. Pass to Hero. Back to Dragic. The trade. Hero, no good. Chicago leading by 6. The pass to Hutchison. Down low. Kick out to Levine. He can't hit that time. Now the Heat take it the other way. Iguodala dishes to Crowder. Passes to Dragic. Iguodala with it. Rebound by the Bulls.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And the basket is good. Porter's got his first points of the night.
Fleshing out his game more and more. I really like seeing Porter go to work inside.
And here's Iguodala outside. Miami with a new 14. Dragic finds Iguodala for the 3. And it's White with the rebound. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Levine for 3. Connects from 3-point range. And now an 11-point Bulls lead.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
To the wing on the left. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
So both teams changing it up here. Hero passes to Dragic. 5 to shoot. Pass to Hero. From deep. The rebound by Young. Young's got his 4th rebound in this one. Hutchison passes to Young. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now. Just gift.
And so it's Chicago, looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We come back right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So the Bulls 5 right now. Young and Carter are the big men inside. White and Levine on the wings. And it's done in at the 1 spot. Pass to Nunn. Inside. Here's Jones. He's off on that one. Good defensive work there by Young.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Outside, Levine. Kicks it to Dunn. White dishes to Carter from past the arc, and it's Young. That time on the assist from Carter. And the Bulls lead by 18.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing. Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Young with the steal. Carter kicks to Levine. Here's the lob to the hoop. Young passes to Levine. No good on the 3. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Heat. It's an 18-point game. Here's Nunn, defended by Carter. The pass to Butler from deep. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Young's got his 7th rebound here tonight. White finds Young. Bulls moving the ball around. Back to Dunn. To the inside. And he uses the glass on the layup. And it's 9 points for Thaddeus Young.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
To the middle. Here's Adebayo.
How about the awareness there for Butler? The D goes to sweep, and Jimmy finds the wide open man.
The Bulls leading by 18. Outside, Levine. Hits the 3-point bomb. Levine's got 5 points now in the quarter.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And that one's good by Butler.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Levine kicks to White. Trying his luck from deep. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And yes, it's good.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Passes it to Carter. Dunn outside. Back to Carter. Pass to Levine. Outside, White. Dunn looking over the floor. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Brent, with advanced analytics becoming commonplace in the NBA, which stats do you personally hold most valuable?
Well, it's amazing to talk about effective field goal percentage. Mm-hmm. I laugh a lot
about... Which is everything shooting. Free throws.
Yeah, well, you would use... I like to use true shooting percentage, Kevin, because that's where you adopt 3-point shooting percentage, 2-point shooting percentage, and your free throw percentage.
Everything.
But in talking to a lot of people around the league, general managers and coaches, I laugh inside to myself a little bit like, oh, so now shooting's important? Like what? Like now shooting's important around the league? Right. As if, you know, the time that you go out to start playing basketball, you grab a ball, you go towards the goal, and your goal is to make the shot. And so we're talking so much more about how much shooting is valued. Effective field goal percentage is tremendous, with true shooting percentage being not far behind.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's stolen by Jones. Right side, Butler. Adebayo passes to Jones. The dish to Dragic. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Just can't leave Goran Dragic open from the three-point line. He loves getting free from beyond the arc and letting it fly.
For 3, Levine, it's off. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable win in what...
Once you pick your jumper, it's time to join the Clippers and test your build in a game against the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yes, and it's my player picking up the assist.
And if you're not feeling one of your builds, you have the ability to make 6 total builds and play one test.
Downtown Indianapolis. And a lot of optimism. Thanks, DA. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Brogdon.
And he's not passing the ball as well this month. If you look at his numbers from earlier in the season, he's not seeing the court as well. It may be a little too focused on creating his own shot than orchestrating for the guys around him.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, they've got Jones. He's out there with Jimmy Butler. Robinson is out there with Adebayo. And it's Nunn in at the point guard position. And for Indiana, Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Holiday in at the 2 guard position. Now here's Brogdon. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. Warren dishes to Oladipo. Back to Warren. Some nice passing here by Indiana. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Brogdon. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That's all about the ticker for Turner. Big heart, a real juggernaut on the boards who uses the...
Oh, what a dunk!
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
Holiday, the pass to Warren. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game. And with the playoffs ahead, some have argued for a play-in tournament, Clark, to determine the 6 through 10 seeds. What do you think of that?
An interesting concept. That in theory, it certainly might allow for more teams to be engaged down the stretch. You know, with Adam Silver, he's very much interested in seeing how to make the game better in every way. So there are no sacred cows. Just because it's been done one way before doesn't mean that he's not looking at ways to change it for improvement.
And keep that fan base really interested.
Yeah, that's a big part of what's made the league as successful as it has been worldwide.
And Turner kicks to Holiday. Shoots from 12. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
Warren on the wing. And he banks in the layup. Warren's got his second basket of the night.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Butler on the wing. Pass to Adebayo. The Heat need to get a shot off. Nunn can't get it to fall.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes guys have the green light to take that shot, but I don't think he's one of them.
And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. And some changes here for the Heat. McConnell passes to Sampson. Puts it up. And that one comes up a bit short. The Heat trail by 4. Now the pass to Hero. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there. And neither can he.
Pass to Olynyk to the paint, trying to get something going. Shot's good by Hero.
Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
And truly some significant roster changes for the Pacers this past summer.
Jeremy Lamb, Malcolm Brogdon, T.J. Warren. They've gotten younger and gotten better as well, if you ask me. Excellent work by the Pacers front office. Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You've got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
Pass to Sampson. Here's Bitadze. Olynyk is covering. Bitadze, the pass to Holiday. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for the Miami Heat. 4-point game. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them. That'll go on McDermott. That's his first foul. Edmund Sumner's checked in for Jakar Sampson. Launches it. Miami no good on that time either.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Indiana needs to get a shot off. Sumner, the shot misses. Leonard from deep, three-point land. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that can... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
On the court for Miami here in the second, we've got Jay Crowder. Dragic is out there with Hero. Then there's Myers Leonard. And it's Silva in at the 4 slot. Outside Leonard. Kicks it to Dragic. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Shot's good by Hero.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Here's Sumner. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Hero. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Sumner passes to McDermott. Down low. The kick out to Holiday. Pass to Sumner. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Clark, you played the traditional power forward position in the NBA years you had back in the 80s at such a high level. Who's doing that right now?
I tell you what, the power forward position has changed so much, Kevin. These 4 men now are not really the enforcing type physical guys that we saw in the 80s and even 90s. They're agile, they're rim protectors, they're shot makers from deep, and guys like Anthony Davis and LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yes.
Man, I tell you, Anthony Davis goes to the top of my list in today's game.
Blake Griffin, another one with Detroit.
Yeah, good call.
And here is Brogdon. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. For 3, they get it again, and Turner stays with it. And the Pacers lead by 2.
And you know what I like to say, persistence pays, and Turner paying off because he's been persistent, decimating the defense with his bounce.
Now here is Robinson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Outside Leonard. Dragic with a wide open look. Nails the wide open jump shot. Indiana's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And Oladipo kicks to Brogdon. Back to Oladipo from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Not a shot he should have taken in the face of such tough defense. He needed to get a better look.
Hill, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Turner. Back to Oladipo. And the pass to Brogdon. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Turner. Shoots over Olynyk. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
And a finalist for Coach of the Year in 2019, Nate McMillan passing 600 wins last season.
Well, you think about that. That's an impressive milestone for an outstanding coach in Nate McMillan. He moved into the top 25 all-time in wins. He's had 2 other stops as a head coach, Portland and Seattle, and I think he's doing some of his best work with the Pacers.
Here's Warren. Turner trying to free himself up, and the shot by Warren, no good, and that's a foul. Called on T.J. Warren. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Pacers. Jakar Sampson's checked in for Oladipo. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Edmund Sumner. From close range, and he drops that one in. Adebayo's got the lead up to 4 now for the Heat.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Holiday with the 3. Indiana again missing.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
They need this, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Indiana shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Both teams deciding to change it up. Both free throws good from Holiday.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Jimmy Butler.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Taking 2 shots. He's off on the second. Passes to Iguodala. Outside Butler, inside. Here's Silva over Holiday.
Nice look that time from the veteran Butler, a go-to scorer. He's also willing to make the extra pass.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. Their largest deficit of the period was... And...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Pacers trail by 5. And Greg, when you look at the top perimeter defenders in the game today, how high does Jimmy Butler rank on that list?
Look, he's in the top handful, no doubt about it. Multiple all-defense selections. He is a true two-way terror.
Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Holiday in at the shooting guard. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Jones. No good that time. So Indiana will take it the other way. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Pass to Nunn. Back to Jones. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Holiday finds Oladipo. Back to Holiday. Jones against Warren. Over Jones. And the shot by Warren, no good.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Chipped away. It's stolen by Oladipo. Here's Brogdon, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
The quick hands of Oladipo, so good at reading his man and then pouncing into the lane for the steal.
Butler against Oladipo. Pulls up from the corner. Miami no good on that time either.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Oladipo's got his first bucket in this one. Miami trailing. Here's Nunn. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
There it is, the first basket of the half after missing their first 3 attempts.
Logged in the pass to Holiday. Oladipo outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Indiana moving it around. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Clark, do you think on average rookies are having a greater impact on their teams now than in decades past?
I really don't think so, Kevin. You can go back and look at the numbers historically. Every draft class usually has 6 to 10 rookies that have a significant impact on their respective teams. And of those 10, perhaps 10 or 12, maybe only a few are going to be on playoff teams just because of the nature of the draft. I don't really think that's changed tremendously over the decades.
Pass to Hero. The pass to Adebayo. Looks for Holiday. Gets it to him. Back to McConnell. The 3. Drills the three-pointer. And now a 4-point Pacer lead.
And defensively, these guys are looking for answers since halftime. They've seemed disjointed and out of sync. They have got to get back that rhythm defensively.
Out to the right wing. Hero buries it from three-point range. Hero's got 8 points.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now McConnell. He has 5. Oladipo finds Warren. Left side Turner. Holiday inside the line. Warren. Great positioning on the putback. And the Pacers lead by 3.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else's.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the layup's good off the glass. He's got 8.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Well, their pass it to Nunn. Right wing. Back to Butler for the tie. Not going to go that time. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Pacers out in front. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the 4th quarter. On the court for the Heat, Iguodala out there with Dragic. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. Then there's Myers-Leonard. And it's Silva in at the 3 spot. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Iguodala finds Olynyk. Dragic left side, over Holiday. And it goes out of bounds. Went off Dragic. Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for the Pacers. Robinson's checked in for Miami. Indiana leading by 3. Brogdon with it. There's the feed to Sampson. Back to Brogdon. He kicks it to McDermott. And here is Brogdon. That one drops for him. Brogdon's got the lead up to 5 now for the Pacers.
You've got to defend Brogdon from mid-range. That guy is reliable from that distance.
Robinson passes to Olynyk. Pacers with the rebound.
Sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
The Pacers making a switch here. Warren's checked in, and a new group in for the Heat. Brogdon kicks to Holiday. Brogdon against Robinson. Now here's McDermott. Passes it to Bitadze. Back to McDermott. From deep three-point range. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Heat trail by 5. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Nunn. He's guarded by Brogdon. Outside Robinson. Plenty of space. And right through it goes. Robinson's got his first bucket of the night.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Warren. Up and in on the layup.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Butler passes to Nunn. Outside Robinson. There's the 3. That one's not going to go. Holiday with the defensive effort. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Bitadze, the pass to Holiday. In transition, here comes Miami. Butler with the ball.
And Butler not afraid of having the ball in his hands in these big moments. He's the guy that you can count on to get it done in the clutch.
There's Brogdon. Kept alive by Indiana. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Pacers lead by 5.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Nunn. He's guarded by Brogdon. From the line. Money!
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
That time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Timeout called the Pacers. They're up by 3. 58 seconds left to play here in the 4th. A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, T.J. Warren.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Nate McMillan had some advice for the team during that last break. He said, this is what we pray for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game.
Thanks, David. 32 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. A wide open look here for Oladipo. No good with the triple.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
Here's Nunn. Yes! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
You know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure. It's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
Holiday finds Turner. Here's the three. So a close game sees Indiana take this one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
Hey,